Welcome to the last video of this section. And in this one, we're going to be preventing parameter pollution using yet another npm package. But before installing that package, let's go ahead and take a look at the error. But before doing that, let's head over to Postman and see why we actually need to prevent parameter pollution in the first place. So first up, we need to log in. Okay, so with this user and this password, so that now we can use the getAllTours route. All right, and so what I'm going to do now here is to add some parameters to the query string. So let's see, I want to sort by duration, and at the same time I also want to sort by price. And that doesn't actually make much sense, right? Because we're prepared to only have one sort parameter. And so let's see what we actually get with this. And indeed, we get an error saying that this.queryString.sort.split is not a function. And so that's happening in the API features.js in line 23. So let's open that. And so here on line 23 is where that error occurs. So it's trying to split the sort property here, which we expect to be a string. But right now, since we defined it twice, so sort once and then sort twice, Express will actually create an array with these two values, duration and price. Let me actually show that to you. So console.log, now I'm copying it. Okay, try it again. Here's the same error. And as I said, it is actually an array with duration and price. And so that, of course, we cannot split because split only works on strings. Okay, and so this is a typical problem which attackers can then make use of. All right, and so basically we're now going to use a middleware which will simply remove these duplicate fields. Okay. And that one, let's install it. It is called HPP, which stands for HTTP Parameter Pollution. All right. Let's quickly require it here. All right. And so this is yet another very simple one. All we need to do is app.use and then call HPP. So prevent parameter pollution. And this one again should be used here by the end, okay? Because what it does is to clear up the query string. All right, so let's try that again. That's taking a bit of time. And here we go. So the error is gone. And so now it's only using the last one. So it's sorting by price now. And indeed, we start with the lowest one and then moving up $4.97 all the way to the most expensive one of almost 3,000. All right. So that's kind of fixed, but we actually want some duplicate properties or fields in some cases, right? For example, we might want to search for tours with a duration of 9 and 5. So remember that in our API we can do this. So duration equals 5, and we can say at the same time duration 9. Okay, and we want this actually to work, but right now it doesn't. It only finds the tour with 9 days, right? But if we hadn't our HPP middleware, so let's deactivate it. So if we didn't have it active, then we would find 3 tours. One with duration 5, then here with duration 9, and here another one with duration 5. Okay? And so in this case, this is actually the expected behavior. So what we can do in order to be able to use the middleware, but still get this result that we expect here with the duration, we can whitelist some parameters. Okay? So into this HPP function, we can once more pass an object and then in there specify the whitelist. Okay, and the whitelist is simply an array of properties for which we actually allow duplicates in the query string. Okay, and toDuration is of course one of them. All right, so let's try that again. And so right now we still get our 3 results as before. But if we tried it with sort, and let's create a new tab here. So if we tried it with these double sorts, then we should also get no error. Well, now we're not logged in, so let's just get our bearer token here, try that again, and now indeed it works. We get no error. And so that 8pp middleware is doing its job. All right, let's also close up this one. And now we should also specify some other fields in our whitelist. Because, for example, we want to search for this one as well, or the ratings quantity. And so let's just copy all of them here into our whitelist. So the average as well. Then also duration we already have. Then let's say max group size. We might also want the difficulty. And also the price. And I think that should then be enough. All right. And it might seem a bit weird to basically manually put all the field names here, and later we might have to do the same thing for the other resources, and that will then make this whitelist even bigger, right? And of course we could do some complex stuff here in order to get these field names from the model itself, but once more, I just want to keep it simple here, okay? And so I'm just manually defining these field names here, and call it a day, all right? Okay, and that actually wraps up our authentication, authorization, and security section. And if you want to have some more fun with it, then of course you can try to implement some of the stuff that I suggested in that summary video that I showed you before with that slide, with all these different security measures that we already implemented, and some of which I told you to experiment with. So feel free to do that. Or if not, well, then let's just together move on right to the next section, which is going to be a really exciting one again, because we will then really start modeling the data and learn some more really advanced Mongoose stuff. So I can't wait to see you there.